Guys, I am quite upset right now. Like, I'm literally upset because I was recording without my sound turned on. Now we have the foundation on the face, so just in case I do not do that voice over, guys, this makeup is for those days when you still want to look fly with the mask situation going on and you do not want your makeup to go anywhere. These are my tips and tricks for keeping that makeup on. Yes, okay? So stay tuned, okay? I've already applied, Lord Jesus. I already applied my primer on a clean moisturized face. Matte primers. You do not want to use your luminous primers. I have a lot of those. You do not want to use your dewy primers, your oil-based, all those beautiful primers. No, because they're just gonna clean right off your face. It's just gonna go away. Okay, you want to use mattifying primers, and right here I have the Hard Candy Mattifying 12-Hour Primer, and I have the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Never Stops, Ever Stops Primer. Matte. Keyword matte. Everything we're using today is matte. Most of the foundation, the groundwork is matte. I could also have gone in with Fenty Beauty matte primer, but I just didn't want to. I just wanted to use two silicone based primers that will stay. A primer will serve as a barrier between your foundation and your face, your skin. It will also keep the makeup on. It will also hold on to your makeup so that the mask doesn't have too much to hold on to. Okay, so right here, after I applied the primer, I applied powder. Any powder will do, any translucent powder that you have will do. In the clip before this, you will see the powder that I used was the Coty Air Spun powder. Okay, and then I went in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Never Stops foundation. This is matte. You could also go in with any matte foundation that you have. Nars Soft Matte is excellent. I just didn't want to use that today. I wanted to do, drugstore that anyone can, get without breaking the bank. You could also use just a good matte primer that works well with your skin. Right now I'm going to go in and press this into my face. Another tip that I would like to share is I'm going to be using my Ben Nye Final Seal to spray on my brush, okay, while I apply my foundation. Not too much, just like two spritzes. I have it in this bottle because I'm a makeup artist, so I carry, I divide my things into little bottles that I can take in my bottle. Looks like this. This is, I need to put it in something I can spray, okay. Ben Nye Final Seal. That is the truth right there. You see, when they say final seal, they're not playing. They're not playing at all. Hey, not double. So now we want to use this MAC 9-pan palette to give our face dimension. You could use like a liquid concealer. This is Juvia's Place in number 16 if you want, but I want to use a cream for staying power. This is the brush that I use to clean under my brows, but I'm going to use this to apply this concealer right here. And we are going to go into a rather light shade because we're trying to give the face some dimension. All right. To be using L'Oreal Infallible powder. This powder anyway, it's a great dupe for the Fenty foundation powder. This is also a foundation powder, and from a flat brush like so, and I am pressing in where I put in my Remember, I haven't even put any powder to set my face, and my face, look, that NYX won't stop, don't stop, won't stop, can't stop. Is the truth. Okay guys, so I'm pressing this in to make sure it stays. I didn't put much of any concealer on my nose because I just put what was left on the sponge on there. So this is like an everyday look. It's not a party look. It's just everyday. You're going to work and you still want to have your you know, your face done, you know. So the only parts of my face that I've set with powder is 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay, for now. For now, that's not forever. Okay, not forever. We are going to go in. We're not going to do cream. We're not going to draw diagrams on our face. In this video, we're going to be doing a powder contour. Okay, we're going to be using, with this situation right here, we're going to be using the Morphe Trailblazer bronzer to contour the face. Before we do that, and before I forget, because I'm about to forget, because I'm so used to drawing diagrams on my face, we have to set the rest of the face with some powder. Okay, so we are going to use, this is the Full Spectrum Covergirl Matte Powder Matte Ambition All Day Powder Foundation. This is another powder foundation. Keyword is what? Keyword is what? Matte. If I use anything that is not matte, y'all should come through the screen and hit me upside my head. I'm gonna use this brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk big powder brush. I'm going to go into there and bronze. Who said you can't powder bronze? Yes, you can. Okay, we're not doing too much with under here because again, the mask is going to be covering that. I'm going a little bit higher than where the hollows of my cheeks are because I want to give myself a high cheekbone. You know, I might not be Indian, but I gotta, you know, I can fake it till I make it, honey. And we can bronze the nose too. You know, who says you can't? You know, you can give the nose some dimension. Cream product. This is the Nars Filler Pot Caramel. This I'm going to be using to clean up my brows. For my brows, I used a pencil. You don't really have, you can use whatever you use on a normal day. My Brook eyebrow pencil in brown. It's a Nigerian brand. There's not too much to worry about with, you know, on top here. You could do whatever you want to do. This side is covered. I'm still going to come back and spray my whole face, but I want to do, you know, my whole face and then spray it. Okay, just love, I don't know about you, but I love to do my brows after I've done my face. It is just faster. It's just faster. Right now I'm going to go into the e.l.f. concealer to prep my brow eyelids. Not too much. This guy dries fast, so you have to work fast. You have to work fast, otherwise this thing will disgrace your life. I'm going to be using a blending brush to blend this in real quick. Okay guys, real quick. I'm going to be using the one side loose setting powder to set my eyes. The concealer is not going anywhere. Okay, just setting. I'm setting, over setting, and really setting, because you know powder sets everything. Okay, it ensures that things stay where you put them. So in the areas that I know that I will break out, because I do have combination skin, I'm sure I didn't tell you that. And if you feel that you're very close, yes, you are close, because I want you to see everything I'm doing on the eye. I will scoot back later on, but I'm gonna put powder in the area that I know, baby girl, be breaking out in oil. I'm combination skin. I'm only in my T-zone. Okay, so put extra powder in those areas. Oh, need more powder. You could use the Cutty Air Spun too. This was just closer to me, hence. Okay, in those areas, those are my oily areas. Alright. So now I'm going to go into my random eyeshadow pick. What shall it be? Something colorful, something nice. Stay tuned. So I'm going in from the lightest to the darkest. You can do your eye makeup however you choose. This is just how I choose to do it, okay? I'm using this highlighter in my brow bone. Eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using this shimmery color right here into this as my transition color. The fluffy brush, this is Sonia Kashuk. You like that color? Okay, so I'm just putting mascara. This is Big T's by Buxom. You could use any mascara you want. Okay, for the lips, I'm going to be using to me. This is a L'Oreal. Can you guys see it? I'm going to choose any color really. Again, matte. Again, matte. Again, matte. Matte, matte, matte. Say after me, matte. Again, matte. But anyway, I'm using these two colors. So before I go in with my lip color, I'm going to use the LA Girl matte setting spray. With my brush and brush these powders off. Yes, I used setting spray. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's not the end of the world. Really was supposed to use that setting spray after I brushed off my face, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, we're still coming back to under the eye because I know. So guys, I had to go in there and line the lips with something darker so I don't look a little crazy. I'm going to highlighter. Excuse me. That the mask is not coming all the way up here. Yes, guys, I use highlighter sometimes on my forehead. Like my forehead is not protruded enough, you know? It's weird. It'll be a light face palette. I'm gonna use that. You see. Okay. Sonia Kashuk blush. This is the bronzer, I think. And this just, ooh, this is a beautiful powder. It just brings everything together. It just does. I should use blush, but I found when I do it, the mask just leaves a line. You know, ideally you should use a liquid blush and then put your powder on top so that everything just blends. All right, guys. So I've gotten ready to go out. I'm going to be using the Ben Nye Final Seal to seal everything. Make sure that it doesn't move, and then I will be back to see if this worked, right? Okay, let's go. Woo. This stuff is strong. has dried. It doesn't take too long to dry. It has a minty smell for those of you that may not have really ever used the Ben Nye Final Seal. So to begin with, I started with a clean moisturized face, okay? Then I went in with primer, a mattifying primer, keyword mattifying primer, just in case I decide to delete the footage, is why I'm going over this again. So I use mattifying primer and I use 2. 1 will do, you don't have to use 2. I'm just extra, and you know, it's just what it is. Then I use a setting powder. Now my setting powder is on the floor. I don't want to bend and get it, but you can use any setting powder. You can use any powder, any translucent powder on top of your primer to suck in the oil, to keep your oils at bay, to keep, you know, your face looking fresh, and something for the foundation to hold on to. In this case, this is a one size setting powder. You can use any powder you want to use. I think I actually in this video used the Coty Air Spun powder. I love that powder. It's cheap and it gets the job done, to be sincere, to be honest with you. Then after that, I went in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundations. I use these 2. These colors are, I don't know, one is Warm Honey and the other is, how do I have 2 of the same kind? Just ignore that, okay? I used Warm Honey. That's crazy. And then I, you know, used my brush, and then I went in to use a concealer, and I used a cream concealer. You could use the Juvia's Place concealer. You could also use the Covergirl concealer. It's matte. It dries really fast. I use it on my clients, so I know. You can use any. I just didn't have it up here. The key word is matte. Keep it matte. Try your best to keep matters matte. Matters matte. That's cool. Then after that, I went in to set the concealer with the L'Oreal Infallible powder foundation. It's a 24-hour matte waterproof powder foundation. This is really, really good. This is Ivory Buff, and this I only used in, you know, right here where I use the concealer. I use the concealer right here and right here. I didn't bother to use the concealer, you know, in my normal places. I just use it right here and right here, okay, just to brighten that area, because the rest of it is going to be under a mask. There's no need to waste your time doing all of that, okay, unless you intend to take off your mask. I don't know, I mean, that's up to you, you know. But anyway, after that, I went in to set the rest of my face, and I showed you guys how even without setting my face, the NYX foundation is like self-setting. That stuff is the bomb. And then I went in with the face powder foundation again. This is a matte ambition powder foundation by Covergirl. Yes, full spectrum. Okay, this is really, really good. I believe I sprayed my face. No, I did not. That's a lie. I went in to do my brows. Okay, I love to do my brows after my foundation. It's faster. I promise you, it is faster. Okay, and I did my eyes. You can do whatever. You don't need a tutorial on that. You do whatever you want to do. Do glitter, do whatever. Matte. I just decided to do this yellow, you know, look. And then I went in to spray my face with the LA Girl Pro Setting Spray Matte. Under my eyes, I use the Sephora matte, again matte, waterproof eyeliner. I don't know if you can see it. Seal everything off. I use the Ben Nye Final Seal. It's in this so I can spray it on my face. I also sprayed some on my brush before I applied my foundation. So that's really all that I did, and now I'm going to go out and I'm going to be back so you can see how it's, you know, how it's doing. But before I do that, let me wear the mask before I go and let you guys see. Okay, all right, this is a mask. This is a new mask. This is what most people wear. I don't wear this kind of mask. I actually wear like a cloth mask because I find it a little difficult to breathe through this, so I have a cloth that I just, it's a mask, okay? It's a mask, but it's more like a cloth, okay? It goes all the way down, and I can just put it down my ears and just tie it at the back. That's what I really wear. This is what I'm going to use so you can see, because the cloth is brown. You may not be able to see, but let's just wear it for now and see. Right? Okay. Do you see? It is possible. Oh, possible. You can slay in a mask. You just have to know what you are doing. You can slay in a mask. You just have to know what you are doing. Yes. We do have some transfer. I don't know if you can see. I don't know. But this is pretty good. So I'll be back. Okay, we do have some transfer. But at least I don't look crazy, right? For now. And let's see. Okay guys, so it's not really been a long day. I only went to one place. I work from home, so I don't really need to leave the house except I have like a doctor's appointment or something. So I wanted to take this off with you guys in my face. Whew. I do not wear this mask, but this is what I wear. But I wore this today just for us to test, this is what I wear. This is what I was talking about. And this is how it looks. Hi. Actually, it goes under my hair. Like so. Now it wants to show out. But anyway, guys, this is how this is typically how you would catch me out on the streets. This is more comfortable for me. There's more airflow than just and so with this, my makeup, the only part that is really touching is this area. This is easier for me to wear. This is what the mask looks like. Some of the makeup is on it. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but some of the makeup is on it, especially the lip area. I've eaten. Lips don't look too crisp anymore, but again, most of the makeup has stayed on. Just a little bit oily around this area. Nothing that a little leftover powder on my brush cannot fix, like so. My nose, a little bit of the makeup, a little bit oily on the nose area, but yes, I've been able to help with some tips and tricks, the kind of tips and tricks that I use with the mask situation. Please subscribe. I am Beauty ETC1. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please like my video. I would really appreciate it. See you in the next video. Toodles.